Chapter 8, A Hockey Wedding. The day of Jameson's wedding arrives before you know it, and everyone is in Seattle for the big event. You pace the floor of your hotel room, your nerves on edge as you think about the night ahead of you. How can I do this to myself? Who agrees to go on a date with two different people for the same event? The real question is, why didn't you figure out how to deal with this last week? He gives a sad shake of his head, but you can tell he's enjoying your distress. It's not funny, this is a serious problem. Luke heaves a playful sigh and slings his arm around your shoulder. Don't worry, Jules. I'll still help. I can run interference between the two. Thank you. But don't thank me yet. You still have to get through the wedding. Also, have to decide which one of these you want more, and soon. It's not fair to string them both along. Luke, I promise to do my best. Make the motion of an X over your heart. I solemnly swear to decide on my romantic future as soon as I figure out what I want. That's the worst promise I've ever heard. Despite Luke's pessimism, he pulls you in for a hug. We'll get through this, Jules. I know, and maybe a wedding is just the thing to help. All that love, romance, and cake might get my head on straight. Forget your head. What you really want to do is go for your eyes. The eyes? Oh yeah, you can tell by the way a person looks at you if it's meant to be. And a sleek, sexy outfit will ensure both Hunter and Lori are seeing you at your best. He moves to the closet and pulls out a dress that's perfect for the occasion. If that's not a lucky outfit, I don't know what is. Look, the black dress. But I'm just saying, wedding bells, sure, fine. Most people don't know how to tell the difference between lust in the eyes and love. Just saying. You slip into the outfit and show off for Luke's approval. See, my estimation was right. You look amazing. If either of them don't look at you with hearts in their eyes, then they're not the one. I am pretty hot, huh? You catch a glimpse of your reflection and start to heat up already. It won't just be their eyes doing the talking. Their jaws will drop too. As soon as you're dressed and ready to go, you and Luke head to the gorgeous historic house in downtown Seattle where the wedding is about to take place. For the moment you pull up, you realize that this is no ordinary event. Several big names from the hockey world are here, and they're all dressed to the nines. Oh wow, they didn't scamp on this thing, did they? Hockey players don't do anything by halves, even the ones who play in Seattle instead of New York. Even though you recognize a few familiar faces, one in particular stands out. Jules. You're looking nice there, buddy. Lori stops mid-step as soon as he catches sight of you, and his eyes sparkling. Holy hell, Jules, is that for me? Only if you see something you like. Anything catch your eye? You strike a playful pose, but there's nothing playful about the way his gaze seems to devour you whole. I like all of it. That's my cue to make myself scarce. You and Lori barely notice as Luke takes off. You're too busy trying to fight the fizzling attraction between you. His mouth dips low to your ear. I can't wait to show you off in here. Having you on my arm feels better than winning. Oh, so I'm just here to score you some bro points with the wedding guests? Not even close. There's something about weddings that makes me excited for the future. He reaches for your hand and makes a motion as if to lift to his lips, but a sound from across the yard stops you short. You spot Luke waving frantically towards the line of cars. You catch a glimpse of Hunter in the back of one and catch Luke's meaning at once. I gotta get rid of Lori and fast. Lori, I need a moment to freshen up. You flash him a winning smile. If I'm gonna be the arm candy around here, I want to make sure I look good and taste even better. I like the sound of that. You wink at him as you turn towards the direction of the bathrooms. You heave a sigh of relief as Lori is swallowed up by the crowd. Thank Luke, I owe you one. Immediately spotting you in the crowd, Hunter slides up looking like $1,000,000 and acting like even more. Damn, Jules, in here I thought you were hot before. A low whistle escapes his lips. Is there a rule about not looking better than the happy couple? Flattery will get you nowhere. His compliment set your heart fluttering, but you're not gonna fall for his charm that easily. I look the same as everyone else here. Not a chance, Talbot. I know a 10 when I see one. You give him an equally appraising glance. You're not looking half bad yourself. Instead of answering in kind, he grows suddenly serious as he reaches for your hand. I just wish to say thanks for giving me this chance, Jules. I messed up big time, and I know it. I won't let you down again. The guilt and sincerity in his eyes are impossible to ignore. I think he really intends to change for me. I promise I'm going to earn your trust back tonight. The maid of honor's voice sounds over the loudspeaker, interrupting before you can say anything in reply. Alright, gang. Y'all have 5 minutes to get in and get your seats. We got a wedding ceremony to start. As everyone starts to murmur and head inside, Hunter puts a hand on your back. Come on, snagging good seats is my specialty. You let Hunter lead you to a few open seats next to an aisle. Things are going so good so far. Are they? But as you sit down, Lori finds you. Jules, I was looking for you everywhere. And now you found her. What do you want me to do about it? Both of them turn towards you, a question in their eyes. You guys, let's show some team spirit and sit together. You shift down a seat to make room for both of them, one on either side of you. You gotta make sure these blades know what they're up against. You mean a team captain who doesn't know when to back down? Or an egotistical power forward wearing way too much cologne? You sigh, but let their animosity stand. It's not like I can do anything about it right now. As the ceremony gets underway, you sit up a little straighter. It might feel weird to have both Lori and Hunter's thighs pressed against yours, but one thing is for sure. A wedding is the time and place for romance. Hello everyone, and welcome. We're gathered here today to celebrate a union unlike any other. Casey takes his position at the altar. You can already feel yourself growing misty-eyed at how proud he looks. Bring on the vows. A bride will also be useful. Pipe down, you two. I'm ready to get married to the love of my life. You feel Lori's eyes on you, his hand snaking closer to yours as he winds his fingers through yours. I love seeing deserving people get their happily ever after. On the other side of you, Hunter takes your other hand and grips it with a strength that takes your breath away. I bet their honeymoon is going to be the stuff of legends. This is so much harder than I thought. Lori makes me feel so safe and protected, but Hunter lights a fire inside me that I can't seem to quench. I'll take my hands back from both of them. Lays my fingers through Lori's. You slide your fingers through Lori's and angle your body so Hunter can't see. You're a born romantic, Lori. I can't help it. All three of you watch as Ava steps into the aisle and then a wedding march plays. Even though you've never met her, you can't help but sigh over how happy she looks. No one looks better than a bride on her big day. We are gathered here today to celebrate a union unlike any other. It's about time. I think I'm gonna cry. I already have, twice. The ceremony passes in a blur of promises and romantic vows. Casey, do you take Ava to be your lawfully wedded wife? I do. And Ava, do you take Casey to be your lawfully wedded husband? I do. I now pronounce you husband and wife. Casey takes Ava in his arms and kisses her as if his life depends on it. You can feel something similar unlock inside your chest. I want that to be me someday. You know what that means. Reception time! Everyone breaks out in applause and catcalls as they start filing down the aisle. You can already hear the clink of glasses and the sound of music coming from the outdoor tent. Come on, Jules. I heard there's a champagne tower and I intend to drink from the top. Why would she go with you? I got Casey to score us a private table in the back. Tension knots in your stomach as you realize both hockey players are waiting to escort their date to the reception. I need to make a break for it. You're already several feet away before you realize you've started to move. Sorry guys, gotta go. I promised to DJ a copy of my favorite playlist. Don't they already have their songs picked out? Yeah. When did you even have time to talk to a DJ? You feel guilty at abandoning them both, but there's no denying your relief as you slip away. That was a close one. I need to step up my game if I want to get out of this reception alive. You know, without ruining their reception. Everyone is relaxed, dressed up, and ready to party as you hit the outdoor tent. Everyone except me, that is. You hear a laugh at your back and roll around, and it's only Luke. Regretting your life choices yet? Yes, all of them, all the way. He presses a glass of champagne in your hand. In that case, you're gonna need some liquid courage. I just left Hunter and Laurie shooting eye daggers at one another. You kick back the whole glass in one gulp and hand the empty back to Luke. At least there's no assigned seating at this thing. With the right approach, you should be able to juggle them both. And if you need a hand, I'll be hitting the dance floor. I live for the chicken dance. I'm sorry, the chicken what now? You... Listen, I don't know dance moves, okay? I know the waltz, that's about it. I'm like Steve Urkel on the dance floor, leave me alone. You wave him off and direct your steps towards the cocktail bar, where you spot Hunter skulking and looking stormy. Why am I not surprised to find you here? I'm drinking for the good of the entire wedding. I'm not about to let my bad mood ruin the party. This whiskey sour is purely medicinal. There are better ways to relax. Like ordering me a double. You flash him a bright smile and the gesture for the bartender to bring another round. No one will be in a mad mood when there's an open bar. That's a rule I learned in college. Almost immediately, Hunter's mood starts to shift, and so does he, settling up next to you with a roguish twinkle in his eye. I bet college, Jules, was a hell of a lot of fun. Let me guess, lots of co-ed parties, tapped-out kegs. More like lots of late nights in the library and a caffeine addiction. Coffee. You bump him lightly with your hip. Professional skills like mine take some serious study, but I knew how to unwind. There's a spark in the air as you and Hunter fall into your own private world. How's the mood now? Feeling better? Getting there. What else did you have in mind? You're the one who's supposed to be making it up to me, not the other way around. Hunter accepts the challenge with a glinting smile and a strong arm sliding around your waist. Your whole body tingles with the electric pulse of his touch, especially when he moves his mouth to your ear. I already told you I'm not going to be ruining the wedding, remember? Bending you over this bar and having my way with you would definitely be frowned upon. You can't fight the shiver that trembles down your spine at the thought of Hunter making good on those words. Sensing it, Hunter lets his fingers trail up and down your back, tracing his path of your desire. That sounds like the Hunter I know. You mean hot, hungry, or just plain horny? You're not any of those things, Hunter. You're just a man who knows what he wants, and who fights until he gets it. A growl of approval escapes his mouth still pressed to the side of your jaw. Damn right I am, and right now what I want is you. You close your eyes and let both the moment and Hunter's intoxicating scent take over, your body straining towards his, wanting to be enveloped by him, needing it. It's your call, Jules. I know that earning your trust will take more than a dark corner in my mouth on yours, no matter how good I could make it for you. You exhale hungrily as you give in to the sensation of hunger's clear, easy desire, and its promise of much more to come. Focus on balancing my two dates. His mouth moves up along the side of your jaw towards your mouth, but you turn away before his lips make contact. Only you would try and pull out a full seduction routine at a rival team's wedding. Chicken. Compared to you, yeah, but there are plenty of other ways the two of us can get our blood pumping and have a good time. You gesture for the bartender. Keep those whiskey sours coming. This man is in need of some serious relaxation. You heard the lady doctor's orders. Just as you're about to throw back the drinks, Casey comes up with a beaming smile of a man deep in love. Malik, I'm so glad you could make it. He gives Hunter a hearty slap on the back. Hell of a break landing with the Snow Tigers, by the way. How are you adjusting to your first year on professional ice? Can't complain. I haven't been in it hasn't been easy, but nothing worth having is. Hunter's gaze moves to yours with a meaningful glance before sliding away just as quickly. But who cares about hockey? Today is all about you and Ava. I need a break to talk shop. Who do you like for the Ontario Hockey League this year? The two hockey players square off to battle over whether to discuss sports or marriage, giving you a great idea. With any luck, they'll be so busy arguing with each other that I could slip away and spend some time with Lori. If you ask me, hockey is always the right choice. There's no such thing as too much wedding. Discuss the flowers, guests, anything but hockey. The hell do I know about flowers? Come with me, I'll educate you. I now know more about the lilies than I ever thought possible. As the two turn away to continue their good-natured argument, you slip into the crowd. It only takes a few seconds to spot Lori standing off to the side of the dance floor, looking aloof. But the moment you step into his line of vision, his entire demeanor changes. Ah, Jules, there you are. I've been looking for you everywhere. He leans in and brushes a kiss against your cheek. It only is a light graze, but you can't help feeling exhilarated by how publicly he makes his claim. I know I'm supposed to be celebrating the happy couple, but I'd rather keep you all to myself. A heated flush moves over you at Lori's words. You've been waiting a whole lifetime to hear him say that. For the next half hour, I solemnly swear to let you be as selfish as you want. But the real question is, now that you have me, what do you plan to do with me? He leans in conspiratorially and touches his fingertips to your mouth. Honestly, I kind of want to feed you. Feed me? Yeah, like a pet iguana. What do you think? They just cut the bridal cape and it looks as decadent as you do. You see plates of rich, indulgent cake being passed around the reception. Without further delay, you take Lori by the hand and lead him over there. You hand Lori a plate and take one for yourself. Before you even take a bite, your mouth is already watering. Are we supposed to, feed bites to each other? It's tradition, right? You spear a bite of cake and lift your fork in the air, hovering it a few inches away from his face. I think that's supposed to be reserved for the bride and groom. He closes his mouth around the fork before you have a chance to react. But I'm willing to pretend if you are. Your mouth falls open and stays there as Lori lifts his own mouthful of cake to your lips. As an explosion of buttercream and rich raspberry filling floods your taste buds, you accidentally let out a soft groan. A few more sounds like that and I won't be able to help myself. Who says you have to? You flick your tongue out and catch a sweet drip of frosting on the side of your mouth. Laurie's eyes never stray from your lips. You're the one who wanted this to be a party of two. His eyes flash with a dangerous light. So sweet and so tempting. He sighed and let his body loom closer, the heat picking up between you until it seems like you might combust on the spot. What do you say to taking this particular celebration somewhere a little more private? Hopefully it's not going to be, mouth chicka wow wow, but we'll see. I'd say you'd better put your money where your mouth is, but anywhere else you feel like putting it. Laurie grabs you by the hand and leads you out through the service entrance and to the secluded wing of the venue. Oh wow, the spot is so romantic. Are you sure the wedding party isn't going to use it? They took a few photos out here, but I have it in good authority that no one else knows it exists, which means I finally have you all to myself. He cups your cheek tenderly for a moment before massaging his fingers into your head. With a slow, seductive smile, he pulls you in for a kiss. Laurie is in no hurry to move things along. His tongue slides over yours without urgency, his mouth more of a caress than a demand. He drops one hand to your waist, but makes no move to cop a feel. You know we only have a few minutes before we have to get back, right? Don't hurry me. I want to savor you and this view for as long as possible. You moan and open your mouth to let him in deeper, but he only chuckles and continues to caress, or carefully assault on your senses. Laurie, I had no idea you had the soul of a romantic. You nibble lightly at his mouth and gaze up into his eyes. In the moonlight, he even looks more amazing than he usually does. Weddings, moonlight kisses, a private hall just for two. If I didn't know any better, I'd say you were trying to seduce me. Not seduce. Cherish. He whispers his fingers down the line of your throat to your clavicle, where he lightly traces the shape of your bones. Your whole body tingles with the electric pulse of his touch. And you did know it, Jules. You know how wary I've been to start something new, and how happy I am that you're the person I waited for. Your heart aches in your chest as Laurie's mouth finds yours again. His hands slide lower down your body, and this time, his fingers pushing aside fabric until he reaches the heated flush of your bare skin. You moan and hit your leg against him, your whole body arched as you encourage him to keep going. Damn it, Jules, I was gonna keep this moment strictly PG. Where's the fun in that? You draw back just enough to place a hand in the center of his chest. With a light push, you direct his steps back towards a bench along the wall, and then wait until he falls onto it. Jules. What? You can be as PG as you want right there, but I'm going much harder. You slide your thighs open and lower yourself onto his lap. The moment your legs are spread on top of his, he groans and reaches for your hips. I was trying to be romantic. Since when can you only do one thing at a time? You cup his face in your hands and pull him in for a long, urgent kiss. As your tongue slides on his mouth, you begin to grind your hips slowly at first and then gaining speed. You arch your back and let your breasts push up into his face as your skirt rides higher and higher up your bare thighs. Well, ready to move things to the next level? Even though you spoke the words lightly, something dark kindles in his eyes. With you, Jules, I think I might be. Your throat tightens as you realize that Laurie isn't just talking about your private show or about your stolen moment in this hall. I think he might actually be feeling something real for me. No shit, really? You both start at the sudden sound of voices coming from the direction of the wedding. You hastily adjust your clothes, but the voices are drawing closer. Quick, we have to hide. We do? Where? The best place to hide is in plain sight. You quickly adjust your clothes and coolly lean by the flowers next to Laurie. Although you manage to control your breathing and appearance, Laurie looks deliciously rumpled. So, tell me more about the game you played against New Orleans last year. Yeah, no, his brain flatlining. Laurie flashes you a confused look as the two wedding guests you don't recognize step in. Oh, we didn't realize this hall was occupied. We can come back later. They just keep reusing the same characters over and over. You ever get tired of it? You put on a bright smile just for them to step inside, and then you angle your body so that they can't see how flustered Lori is. There's plenty of room for everyone. We are just sharing hockey tips. Jules, what do you think you're doing? Tease him by sliding my hand between his legs, secretly touching myself. You drop her hand to his knee and gently pry his legs open. Despite his wide eyes and rapid breathing, he doesn't fight you. You two should go see the view from the other side. It's amazing this time of night. You're right. You can see the whole city from there. Jules, you little brat. Laurie's words trail off as you slide your hand higher until you reach the center of him. He tries not to surge up into your touch, but he can't seem to stop himself as you cup his length. Ruh-roh. And then basically nothing happened. As much as I'd like to go all the way, there's still a chance Hunter will find us. You pull away, breathing heavily. We should probably get back before we're missed. Good call. When I'm alone with you, I seem to lose all of my self-control. His words fill you with a glow you weren't expecting. Laurie's self-control is the stuff of legends, and you are the one who found a way to push it. You wait until the two guests get tired of the view and head back before returning to the party, with no one aware that you are even gone. I'll call that a successful party of two. You mean 4? The clink of flatware on crystal cuts through the murmuring of the crowd and the dance music that's still thumping out of the speakers. For anyone who's interested, we're about to give toasts inside the house. Does it make me a romantic sap to admit that the toasts are my favorite part? A little bit, yeah, but your secret is safe with me. You and Laurie heading to where the speeches and toasts are taking place. The entire Blaze team is gathered there, all of them speaking in turn. How has Hunter not noticed you've been gone this long? I'm just asking for a friend. Watching these two transform and flourish last season made me believe in happily ever after. To the happy couple, may everyone here today find their own love story this hockey season. You're actually acutely aware of Laurie next to you, his eyes trained on your profile as everyone raises their glasses and cheers. Wait, it's not fair that we're the only ones on the spot. Yeah, in the spirit of hockey love stories, everyone who brought a date with them tonight should share a kiss. For romance, for love. Panic sets in as Laurie leans closer, his smile tender and his intentions clear. He's gonna kiss me in front of everyone, and Hunter could find me at any moment. I don't give a damn. You tilt your head and give in as Laurie's mouth brushes yours. One quick kiss won't be noticed, not in a crowd of this size. Wanna bet? You're just about to congratulate yourself on a job well done when you hear the sound of Hunter's voice a few feet away. Not now, Luke. We can do shots later. Right now, I need to find... The entire room seems to come crashing halt as Hunter cuts himself off and plants himself in front of you. Laurie still has your body pulled flush against his lips whispering over yours. The hell are you doing, Burke? Kissing my date. And in case you didn't notice, you're interrupting. What do you mean, your date? Jules is here with me. Hunter steps up to Laurie, his voice raised well above the murmuring of the crowd. Typical team captain behavior. Just take what you want, including Jules. Will I ever be able to stop being the underdog? This has nothing to do with the team. This was between Jules and me. We were having a perfect night until you stepped in. Yeah, this is not going to go well, is it? Is there a reason there's a fight breaking out in the middle of my reception? Yep, I feared this. Seriously, Burke? You'd better have a good reason for this. You jump to action, inserting yourself between Hunter and Laurie as they face off against each other. Not now, you two. I can explain everything. Kind of. Both hockey players turn to you, their anger starting to twist into something else. Wait. Are you saying you don't mind that Laurie's taking over our date? I'm not taking over anything. Jules is here with me, right? The truth is... I'm gonna be honest and go with, I said to Lori's date first. See, she's with me. You flash Hunter an apologetic wince. I'm sorry, Hunter. I had already promised to be Lori's date before you asked me. Of the two, Lori looks the most stunned by your declaration. Since when are you and Hunter a thing? Since you refuse to take your head out of your ass and see what's right in front of you. Like I said, it's complicated. Lori struggles with himself for a long moment before drawing a deep, determined breath. Okay, fine. I can see what's happening. But this is where it ends. I need to know right now. Will you be walking out of here with me or him? To your surprise, Hunter ranges himself at Lori's sides, arms crossed. Yeah, Jules, jig is up. You can't have us both. You look between them, your senses in a whirl, everyone watching and waiting to see how you'll respond. But what on earth am I gonna do? Oh, of course, wannabe cliffhanger. I don't know, tell them the truth. Let's be honest. I don't know. Like, share, and subscribe if you did enjoy the content that I do, but otherwise, let's have a small talk. It's not that goddamn fucking hard. It's just this book. I know a lot of you are pretty much in the same, like mentality as me, right? I know a lot of you have left comments saying, I don't get why Hunter's being forced, like I'm in the Lori, this is stupid, yada yada yada. And I'm just sitting here going, no shit. Like, this book in and of itself is a no-brainer. It literally and figuratively is. And it's a nothing burger. And don't worry, this Friday we've got The One coming, where it's set up to be, like, perfect match all over again. Well, I can't wait till they do that one. Anyway, that's just how I feel. Let me know if you guys agree or disagree or whatever. Aside from that, I love your beautiful faces. Thank you for tuning in. Let me know your thoughts down below. But otherwise, I got more work to do, so I'll catch you all later. Peace out.